everybody, Ampamine here, coming at you with some more Killing Floor 2. Now, I've been doing a few experimental sorts of videos lately, trying to change things up a little, both in my recording method and exactly what I'm recording. I've started a new series over on the channel, which everybody will probably know, because there's a giant thing that's like, hey, here's the videos that he posted. So, hopefully, if you have the eyeballs and were paying attention, which you may not have been if you weren't paying attention, it's okay, I don't blame you, I don't pay attention pretty much at any point in time either. But, working on some new stuff, but honestly, that stuff is complicated, it's difficult, and I want to get down to something that I know. Something that I know, and I know well. And that is killing Zeds. Now, I also know dying horribly to these Zeds very well, but that's besides the point. That's not something I'm willing to discuss right now. So, since I think it is yet another high time to actually try something a little different, I'm going to try hard mode again. And this is actually recording this off of the free weekend. The free weekend is done. So hopefully, again, no offense to the new players, but hopefully there are people at least roughly in the double-digit levels, which I think will help a lot when it comes to hard mode. Because, unfortunately, skill is a huge factor, but level does also matter a little bit. It's a difficult kind of equation, but it does factor in, however likely. But I've also been experimenting with some other stuff, you know, being other things, which is pretty great. Okay. What? Whoa. Oh. Okay, I actually did not intend on spawning as a commando. But, okay, I'll spawn it as a commando. Fine by me. I finally hit level 5 with the commando, which gives me the very, very happy perk of backup, which makes it so that your knife and pistol significantly increase damage. I believe it's 60% more, and it makes the first few rounds much easier, because you can still make the quad's heads explode in a single shot from your 9mm pistol, which is absolutely amazing. For some reason, I cannot hit head on blue. Okay. So, as always, I'm a bad, and that guy do not barf on me. But yes, the backup work is absolutely amazing for the first couple of rounds, because it lets you save a lot of money while still being very, very effective, especially if you're good at aiming for the head, which I'd like to say I am, but I'm really not. Like, I don't know. I might be able to do sharpshooter when they actually release it, but for right now, that's probably not in the cards. I think I need to practice a little bit more, change my moose sensitivity, all of that fun stuff. Truthfully, though, I am actually quite eager to see where they're gonna go with the classes after this, because I'm not sure if they're going to try and diversify the number of classes that can handle specific situations. Because, for example, right now, it looks like the general thing that they're trying to do is that Commando, Demolitionist, and Firebug all handle little guys. They all handle the mini-man. And then they have Demolitionists handling the flesh pounds, and Firebugs handling the Screaks, where, you know, everybody else just kind of helps. So, if they're going to continue with that, there's really not a whole lot of control left, because any other class can satisfactorily fight floats, husks, and sirens. Some might be better at it, but everybody can effectively control those kinds of threats. So I'm curious to see how they're going to try and integrate those specialties, so to speak,
I'm about to shut the pod
into the game from this point forward. So, generally what I'm just doing now is kind of doing the grind climb
Though it's crazy
in
quiet.
terms of experience with other classes. And honestly, now that I actually have a skill for the perk, the Commando has become much more entertaining. I expect to see the same sort of thing with the Berserker. Well, actually, I expect to see the same thing with the Berserker once I get the perk that gives me the extra 100 health. Because the first tier of Berserker perks aren't useless, but they're very underwhelming in terms of just how they feel. It's like, oh, cool, I get a small amount of resistance. That's cool. Yay. Whereas, you know, when it comes to an entire, you know, doubling your health, literally just completely doubling your health, it's much more exciting. It's much more like, yes, awesome. So, explode your head. Cool. Hey, I hear bad coming behind me. There's also bad in front of me, so I'm gonna focus on the bad in front of me and hope that my teammates have the bad in front back of me. Yes, I can word say. I am the good speech. I went to class, just in general, like not for speech or anything. I just went to class once. It was pretty cool. Look on me. Hey everybody! I actually didn't mean to push that other button. I did mean, however, to push the explode bang button. I didn't want to throw the explode bangs because, well, the results are about as good as you can see. So yes, in general, I'm actually liking the way the Commando class works. I've also, honestly, Firebug has been growing on me, and Demolitionist, as I posted, the honeymoon period has ended, but I still really enjoy it. My goodness, is it fun to play.
Nicely done.
But honestly, the Firebug is also fun to play, especially in the higher difficulties where you really have to up your kiting game. And I love that. I absolutely love that. You can't just kind of walk around being like, alright, cool, whoosh, whoosh, bang, bang. Okay, flames, I guess.
More Zeds on the way.
You can't do that.
Start
you have to, you know,
up, as they say.
puff a flame and then move, puff a flame and then move, puff a flame and then move. And you have to make sure that, you know, your methods of retreat are open. Because I'm sure this probably happens to everybody who's played Killing Floor 1 or 2 at some point. When you're backpedaling from a bunch of Zeds, it's like, oh no, okay, I gotta backpedal or else they're gonna eat my face, and you backpedal straight into about 3 million other Zeds. And it's the worst thing that could possibly happen to you at that. Whoa. Okay, alright, hello. Hi. Not expecting any of you, truthfully. That hurt a great deal. I walked straight into a wall of blades. Wowza. That hurt. More than I honestly wanted to be hurt. Although I suppose any being hurt at all is much more than I actually want to be hurt, so yeah. Oh sweet, level up. Another thing that I don't know why I love it, but I do. I love the fact that Commando gets to see health bars. I love that. I have no clue why, but it is freaking awesome. And also, I would swear that's a bug, where you can kind of, if you use your ADS, you can kind of cut that enemy reloading animation short. Hey lady, punch in the face. Whoa. See, that's one of those things that, I don't know. It's very morbid, but, like, I kind of want to learn how to punch people in the face and just have their whole everything explode. And be like, I know the secret kung fu technical of the secret masters in Sichuan, followers of General Tao.
Heads up, reloading.
And, you know, people would be like, nah, and I'd be like, yeah. Watch, I'm gonna punch that guy and his head's gonna explode. And I would probably do it because I'm an idiot and I wouldn't realize the implications of that I was actually killing a person. Then I get arrested and then my life would be horrible. because I couldn't. I mean, at that point, you can't really go to prison. I mean, it'd be freaking bedlam. If you wanted to. I mean, hey, you're the guy who can punch people's heads off. There's something. I mean, you can't really prevent people from having hands in prison. I mean, not without the whole cruel and unusual thing coming into play. So, nope, I only want single fire. Should be told, I don't think I've ever really found.
Get to the indicated pod for resupply.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Glad you made it back.
I can get my scar. And fill all of that. And, we got a couple of mags of that. But I'm probably gonna try and drain that so I can sell it off, buy myself a Kalashnikov. Okay. So wait, why do they call it the Kalashnikov AK-12?
Must the pod very soon.
AK stands for Automat Kalashnikov. So it's the Kalashnikov Automat Kalashnikov 12? Gosh dang it, game, get it together. Wait, did I fire? I did. Why?
Last chance. I have to power down the pod.
I'm not gonna question it. Not gonna question it. But yes, honestly, I think that all
More Zeds on the scope.
Back
to it, mes amis.
Perks in this game are in a serviceable, workable state right now. A few of them aren't in perfect spots. The firebug still has a few, well, bugs. And I think the demolitionist really needs a retune in terms of balancing, especially when it comes to the more big Zeds, that sort of thing. But honestly, I think that for the most part, everything's in a pretty good place balance-wise right now, which makes me happy because that means that if I need to fill a role, you know, if I need to be like a combat medic, it's not like I have to be the broken class. It sucks. I want to play the broken class. You know, but I guess they kind of need it, so whatever. But no, I don't have to do that. All of the classes are in a very workable position. So now, really, all it comes down to is getting the levels, which is both the fun part and the not fun part, because I think that when you're really trying to get levels, it encourages, I shouldn't say bad play, but it encourages suboptimal play. Because the thing that really gets my goat about it is that, say I go into, like, I want to level my Commando, you know, I want to get a higher Commando level, but my team really needs a field medic. I'm heavily incentivized to just say screw my team and go for the Commando anyway. And say, alright, you need a field medic, but I don't care. I want to be a Commando. So that is definitely one thing I'm not a fan of when it comes to the perk system. That, and perhaps I'm just impatient. Maybe. I honestly, like, I could not really say, but well, actually, no, I could say yes, I am extremely impatient. But at times it feels like it takes entirely too long for a level up. And it's maybe because I'm awful at this game. That's because, you know, you get... wow. Okay.
You've nearly cleared this batch out. Nice work.
About to start getting worried.
We can reopen the trader pod
Varmint.
soon.
Because, yeah, Zeds are kind of like varmints. Honestly, though, this is an AR-15, I believe. This is not a varmint rifle. If you're shooting varmints with this, you'd be freaking obliterating them. Because, as I recall, this AR-15 uses 5.56 rounds. And yeah, I've seen what a 30-06 does to a prairie dog. My dad took me out one day, and he got a little bored, So he's like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my 30-06
Glad to see you
and
made it
just
through.
have some fun
Make
with that.
for the pod and
Yeah.
gear up.
So imagine a 5.56.
Much better.
A 5.56
No way.
would
Yeah, okay.
really not be kind
Yep.
to actual varmints.
Bring up the trading controls and upgrade your gear.
All I desire.
All you desire, eh? Well, that's good. I mean, disregard your earthly.
More Zeds on the way. Start to wrap
I don't
things
remember.
up,
Was
as
it
they
the
say.
Teutonic Knights?
Sure thing.
Who were that, or was it
How is our
Templars?
Super
I
great,
can't
don't
remember
give up.
my ancient guilds and groups and such. It's very difficult for me to remember when I'm busy being amazing at video
I'm about
games.
to shut the pod.
But yes, anyway. In general,
Team
Commando's
health
pretty
check.
good. But I still, I
Time's
wish,
up.
again, yeah, that's,
Okay, some
I'm
Zeds.
slowly remembering the thread of what I was actually speaking of. I do wish that they would make leveling a little bit faster. And again, that might be because I'm bad and you receive a pretty big, I don't want to say penalty, because it's not necessarily a penalty, but you receive a pretty large, you miss out on a very large amount of experience if you lose. Because Hans Volter gives you a very large proportion of your experience points when it comes to, you know, the entirety of the match. I think it usually equals out to like 20-ish%,
I must reload.
somewhere in there. So, okay, are we going for the Scrake? Are we going for the Scrake? I can't tell. Are we going for the Scrake? Somebody tell me if we're going for the Scrake. Okay, by this health bar, it looks like we're going for the Scrake. Okay, we need to go for the Fleshbound. Fleshbound! Ah! Oh, I was not paying attention and got trapped between a Scrake and a Fleshbound. And that is how I died so quickly.
I am forever enjoying.
This is why I probably am not going to be playing on Suicidal for a while. Probably. Because I have the distinct feeling that on Suicidal, I will be much more of a detriment to my team than I am an addition. Even so, I would like to think that I am slowly, very slowly getting better at this game. I do want to bring my Commando and Berserker into double digits, so I've been focusing on them. And honestly, the use of leveling servers has been an extremely tempting prospect. Because in general, I don't think I'm quite skilled enough at this game to succeed super well at the higher difficulties. I mean, obviously, I'm dead, and it's only hard mode. And I believe I was the first one to die. So, yeah, I mean, that happened because I was not paying attention to my surroundings. I was not paying attention to where the Scrake was. I was focusing far too much on the Fleshbound, and it's like, alright, great. So, yeah. But when it comes to leveling on normal, it's much slower than it is on any other difficulty, because the experience scales up with you. So it's really tempting to use these leveling servers, because it's like, all right, I've got at the very least I've got the basics of what I need to be doing on hard difficulty. Honestly, a lot of it is just I'll go evac point. A lot of it is just I need to get more experience at being on hard difficulty. So, in terms of that, I don't think that, you know, skipping past, you know, from like level 5 to 15 is really going to be that much of a detriment, because it seems to be the biggest argument against things like leveling servers, is that, you know, it's like, oh, well, you know, you're not going to learn the intricacies of your class, and it's like, I'm pretty sure that I've got the general intricacies of the class so far. I need to be effective enough to play at the difficulties that I need to, so I can actually learn and grow in that class in terms of learning those responsibilities and what I need to be doing. So, but you know, it's on normal mode, it's usually a stomp fest for me. Like, I rarely lose on normal, and I rarely win on hard. There doesn't seem to be a middle ground difficulty, at least for me, where I win some of the time. It's in hard, I win very rarely, and in normal, I win extremely often. I don't know. It's one of those crazy things where I don't know if it's me. It might be me. I'm totally willing to accept that it could be me. But the problem is, there's really no way for people to tell me whether or not it's me. So, I don't know.
Watch it!
Luckily, like, the backup perk is probably my favorite tier 1 perk out of all of skills that I've learned. Because it actually keeps the pistol and your base melee weapon competitive through modes like hard mode. And I really like that. And I know, I don't know if melee combat is something I need to get better at, because I know that I'm not the only person who goes through round 1 just completely using their melee weapon or pistol. I can't be the only person who does that, because it gets you a bunch of dosh, and gives you a bunch of dosh, but on the plus side, you're not using any ammunition if you're using your melee weapon, which is awesome. So, if you can survive, then you just need to heal yourself, which you have an unlimited supply of heal juice.
Way better.
You know, it's all just time-based, so if you manage to survive through that, but
final choices, people.
I don't know.
Enemies on the scope.
There's so many variables.
This is all us.
You earned the money.
Variables.
Now spend it.
Keep your bloody head in the game!
But I'm gonna keep on keeping
Last
on,
chance.
as they say.
I have to power down the pod.
Keep do, as I say.
Team health check.
And I think eventually I'm gonna get the angle on hard mode. Gonna get the
Pod's closed. Go make a difference.
special. I don't know. Wow, that was a lot of people who joined very quickly. I'm just gonna kind of hang out around the trading post because I like this general area. It's pretty cool. But I like the game enough where I'm willing to at least eat the losses, even though they're not particularly fun. I'm willing to keep trying and eat the losses, and when I'm leveling up. So
let's call that your warm-up.
Could be worse. The main thing is that I don't know, because it kind of feels like, at least with my channel, I love putting Killing Floor 2 videos up, but it kind of feels very foddery, because it's like, alright, I can produce many hours worth of footage, and it's all me having fun, but I'm not sure if it's watchable, because it's, I don't know. And that's something where I'll probably just kind of keep doing, and I'll figure out whether it's something that I want to continue doing or not, based on A, whether I get bored of the game, and B, whether people actually care. Because this is the great thing about analytics, actually, and that they give you all of that really cool data. And
we can reopen the trader pods.
Love data. I love data. I am a scientist. depending
Glad
on
to see you made it
how
through.
you want to interpret
the
my
pod and
specific
gear
field,
up.
I literally am a scientist.
Bring up the trading controls and upgrade your gear.
That's one thing that I tell my family is that I'm an engineer when I want to be an engineer, and I'm a scientist when I want to be a scientist. So I just get to be both.
Much better.
Yeah. Just depending on what I'm telling people that day. But yeah, depending on how you interpret my field, I actually am a scientist. So I love data. I want more data, and I love how you
We're
gives me
almost
data.
out of time. Make your choices.
Apparently, Killing Floor 2 videos have been the most popular, so, I don't know, maybe doing Killing Floor 2 is not the worst thing that I could be doing with my time, because, good God, is it fun? And apparently other people like it too. So it's like,
I'm
this is
about to
great.
shut the
I love
pod.
it. Also, is there a thing? Yes, okay, this bothers me for several reasons. That tap is running. So A, you're wasting
Time's
good
up.
gear, and
Go
B,
kill some Zeds.
that tap runs forever. Literally, it just keeps going forever. It is an eternal beer
Everyone
keg
okay?
tap that Jake smashing. And that is freaking nuts. That is freaking nuts. Screw the Zeds. Screw the Zeds. Somebody has discovered an unlimited source of nutrition.
Yes!
Research this, and then you can probably do something with that, and then you can just
You
make
dented down
a
numbers,
giant army
but
of
there are
people,
plenty
feed
left.
them all beer, and then bam! You have an army with which to fight the Zeds. I will help you, Sir. You really don't need help, but I want to feel useful, dang it. No! Green, be the Circuit Man! War at the front! Green, be the Circuit Man! I'll protect the back! I didn't really rhyme, but I don't know. It sounded cool in my head, so... Ladies! Those ladies! Nice ladies, except they're not nice. They scream and try to kill people. Like the people that I like. So yeah, quit that bullshit, everybody. I'm serious. No, quit it. I'm serious. I just realized, like, these aren't horrible clones or anything. Well, I mean they are horrible clones, but the main problem isn't necessarily that they're trying to, that they're like all horrible, awful, trying to murder people. They're just extremely rude. And, they don't understand our culture where it's not okay to murder everybody.
I can reopen the
And when
trading pod.
it's like, alright, cool, cultural relativism. I can kind of get behind that to a degree, but, you're murdering us. And that's the thing. So, could you stop, please? Could you stop? Up, need. Up. Nope. No, sir. Our field medic
Thanks.
needs
Got any more of that?
That was the last
serious
one.
help.
Get to the indicated pod for resupply.
Look at that blue. So good. So
That fix you up?
I'm here for you.
I don't know how it does what it do, but it do what it do, so I'm really not gonna ask questions. I just really hope that it, doesn't give me cancer when I'm 30. I don't know. I guess it would help me survive the horrible set of
Final choices,
apocalypse, so
people. Enemies on the scope.
it's kind of a win-win.
Unless you hate
sort of
living,
deal.
get some armor.
It's like, alright, I survived the horrible zombie apocalypse, but I also get cancer when I'm 30.
Hey, Big Bell!
Hurry up. Zeds are getting closer.
So, it's like, do I die horribly in this apocalypse because I got, like, my rib cage removed
Pod's closed. Go
forcibly?
make a difference.
Or do I die a slow, unpleasant death due to cancer? There's no winning in this world,
Doing
is
great,
there?
people. Enjoy the break.
Friggin' Warzone. I like them less and less the more I think about it. And not just because of the whole zombie thing, the whole Zed thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's bad. Nobody likes Zeds. Least of all the dead European Union. You know, so... I hate it when that happens. It's like, I think I hit their head, but I don't. It's like, oh, yep, magic.
Ugly chick's
You didn't hit anyone's head. So, sucks to be you. You got your crotch sliced off. It's like, no! These are not the types of people that I want giving me a Prince Albert. And, you know, actually, if I walked into a tattoo parlor and there were people like this in there, I won't lie, I would probably walk out. I would, honestly. And it's really rude of me, I know, but I would not feel comfortable with people like this repeatedly jamming needles into my body and, you know, sticking metal into other bits of my body. It's just... I don't know, like I said, I wouldn't feel safe, I wouldn't feel okay. I would, like, so you guys sterilize your tools, right? And then they would probably be, like, super offended. Because, you know, it's like, of course we fucking sterilize our tools. What the fuck is wrong with you? If it doesn't sterilize their tools, it's federally required by law anyway. And we don't want to spread any sort of venereal disease or bloodborne illness. It's like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, it's just... You people make me nervous. And they do.
Ah, nice.
And they probably would not respect the Wolverines in my throat. Because they're that... Ah! No! Why you do? Okay, that Z time probably saved my ass. Because that could have been extremely bad. Had I... No!
Excellent.
Okay.
That's nearly all of them.
I probably should have stuck with the group, but I have no idea what the group actually is. Oh, they appear to be over there. Shazbot. Okay. We're fine. We're okay. Okay. If I was a vitamin, I would be K.
Reloading.
That was one of the problems. The problems with K rations is they didn't have a balanced enough meal to give the soldiers enough extra nutrition. Surviving a long period of time on them was actually pretty infeasible. No, seriously, look it up. You can read about it. K rations. Yeah. See, there is this vast body of knowledge, of which, you know, of which I possess, of which, you know, I am
almost out of
the holder
time.
of.
Make
of
your
which
choices. You
I
earned
know
the
a bunch
money.
of things.
Now spend it.
There we go. And I have
You like being
no
chopped to
idea
pieces?
why
Buy
I
armor.
know them. And sometimes it's very unsettling.
Time's almost up.
It's like,
Vite.
K rations. Why would I know about specific varieties of rations given to soldiers
More
in
Zeds on
like
the
the
scope.
early
Back to it, mes
early
amis.
World Wars? Well, not the early World Wars, but like in the World Wars and in the... And I think K rations is also Korean, but they'd phased him out by the Korean War, so they were just kind of giving him. I need to concentrate on the flesh pound rather than. Oh, nice. It was a good attempt. Oh, there we go. Zerker, I love you, because you're actually using him for what you're supposed to be used for, just calming people down. I appreciate it, because that means that everybody is that much more likely to survive. Sweetness. I was joking I forgot about that. Forgot about the husk explosion. That was right next to him. Exploded.
Oh, I'm totally ready for hard mode, guys! This is gonna be great! I'm gonna learn how to play this game! Oh, it'll be amazing!
I always did change
Then, boom! One shot. So I wasn't paying attention to a husk.
I am forever in the
Well, I guess that'll, teach me to not be right next to a husk. That's quite on. And I know in Suicide and Hell on Earth they get a flamethrower attack, so that's an even bigger deterrent to stay the crap away from them. Oh boy, though. That was... yeah. I don't know. I might change my class as well. We don't have a firebug, so I'm probably going to become a firebug. Because I like being a firebug. Wait, did it? Is it just the two? It's dude! Oh, okay, now it's just that guy. That guy's probably not going to survive on his own. No offense to him, but it's difficult to do a one thing when you've got like 9 Skrakes and a bunch of creepy things trying to shoot you from behind. But you know what, I'm gonna stick this one out because I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, I died, screw this game, and then leave. So that always strikes me as like, come on, stick it out, see what can happen. Who knows, you might be surprised. And, if after the game, you're like, okay, cool, we lost, whatever, I'm gonna leave, that's fine. I don't have anything against those sorts of people. Actually, that's probably what I'm gonna do now. Because it seems like everybody's left, so... but yeah, I mean, that's perfectly fine, but when people are like, I died once, fuck it, it's like, come on, guys, you don't have to do that.